On the House committee investigating the January 6th attack, Bernard Kerik, former New York City police commissioner and key advisor to Donald Trump's legal team, has turned over a slew of documents to the panel that describe efforts to unearth evidence of election fraud. Kerik also provided a, quote, privilege log describing materials that he declined to provide to the committee. One such withheld document is titled Draft Letter from POTUS to seize evidence in the interest of national security for the 2020 elections. This is coming as the panel is asking the Supreme Court to reject former President Trump's request to block White House records from being turned over to investigators. Trump, claiming executive privilege, had objected to the committee's efforts to obtain the documents that included communication between the White House and the DOJ just days before the attack on the Capitol. Let's get into this. With me, Joyce Vance, former U.S. Attorney, professor at the University of Alabama School of Law, and an MSNBC legal analyst. Joyce, it's great to see you on this New Year's Day. Happy New Year's, my friend. I hope you enjoyed your evening. I'm looking ahead to 2022. I hope you are as well. Go ahead.
I was just going to say Happy New Year. It's good to see you.
You too. Let's talk through Kerik's handovers or lack thereof, withholding as well. What do you make of it?
It's an interesting situation. Here's a little bit of background, of course. Bernard Kerik was the police commissioner for New York City. He was up for nomination to be the Secretary of Homeland Security, but he lied to folks in the White House. He had tax problems, and he was ultimately prosecuted for those tax problems. President Trump pardoned him in February of 2020, and so his relationship, Kerik's relationship with Rudy Giuliani, he'd often been on his security detail, apparently blossomed into that pardon. One might assume that there's some loyalty there. Kerik has turned over some documents through his attorneys. They did it in that traditional news dump, the best news dump of the year, right? New Year's Eve, when everything gets lost. But what's interesting here is that he withheld some documents claiming privilege, even though he wasn't part of the executive branch and may be in a similar situation to Steve Bannon, whose claims were rejected out of hand by the committee. But Kerik has provided a detailed what's called a privilege log. It lists the documents that are being withheld and what sort of privilege they fall under. And some of these documents indicate that there may be details about efforts to get a recount and start the perpetuation of the big lie following the 2020 election.
So here's what I find that is interesting, and it's talking about the possible testimony that we could get from Bernard Kerik, and I want to read a portion of what Politico has to say about that. So Timothy Parlatore, who is Kerik's attorney, told the committee the former police commissioner would accept a voluntary interview with the panel on January 13th, 2022, so in just 12 days or so from now. According to Parlatore, the attorney, the panel retracted its agreement for a voluntary interview and demanded a deposition instead after he sent his letter to the committee. Can you deduce for us, Joyce, as to why this shift may have happened?
One big difference here is that a voluntary interview isn't necessarily conducted under penalty of perjury. And something has given the committee the strong feeling here that they need to get Kerik's interview done under oath. That may be the fact that there's been some animosity. He talked about not trusting the committee and insisted on releasing documents publicly so that they couldn't be mischaracterized. But it's very likely that there's more to it here, and the committee believes that they need to get a statement from Kerik under oath. He was around Trump following the election. He has said before in some of his public appearances that he was with Trump when Trump spoke with then-attorney Bill Barr about the need to secure votes in the election. So lots of good reasons to get him under oath. I think it's a little bit amusing that Kerik, a former law enforcement official, thinks he gets to set the terms here. That's not the case. If the committee subpoenas him, he's obligated to comply with the subpoena or face the consequences of that.
But before I let you go, Joyce, I just want to touch on one more thing, a piece that you wrote for MSNBC talking about the Biden administration's accomplishments when it comes to the appointment of federal judges and saying how they're not touting their own successes enough, that, in fact, Republicans, they do have a tendency to tout successes when it comes to appointments, of course, to the federal bench and the Supreme Court. Why do you think the Biden administration is not leaning into this more?
Well, I think the administration has tried to tell the story. In my piece, I, in fact, quote Biden's chief of staff, Ron Klain, who makes the point that Republicans at one point said that you could justify Trump's administration by nothing other than his success in appointing judges. And Klain then pointed out that Biden is on track to appoint something like twice as many judges in his first year in office. So the important challenge that the Democrats face will be convincing not just their voters, but really the entire country, that the stability of the federal judiciary depends on making these strong, qualified appointments, and that they've done an extraordinary job of diversifying the bench, appointing women and blacks and Asians in really unparalleled numbers, as well as bringing in judges with civil rights backgrounds and backgrounds as public defenders to really diversify the type of experience that's on the federal bench.
All right, Joyce Vance Forrest, it's great to see you, Joyce, on this New Year's Day. Thank you for joining us.